Danny has already started a fire and we're gonna start working on the garden beds really soon. If you missed our last video update, this is the location of our small wedding in July. We're trying to grow some of our own flowers here at this location and also back in our garden in New York City. But today I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be doing here to prepare for the wedding in the summer. Now I did a little update video right before this one. We're gonna clear up all the stuff that needs to be moved, that rusty stuff in there, lots of the brush in here. These little trees here, they're trees actually. We gotta remove them, uproot them because they're going way too close to the house. So I got a shovel and I'm gonna work on removing this out of here. But there's a few things in here that I'm gonna leave. This is a daylily that I actually like. I will trim around, but that's going to be staying there. There's some raspberry bushes that we're just gonna mow around because they'll come back, and it's healthy for them sometimes to just cut it down to the bottom and they get a fresh start. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna look it up. It's not flowering, so I might even leave this in here for now. There's some daffodils just poking up here. This is also a tree that we have already tried to remove years past because it's growing very close to the foundation of the house, but it just grew back. So this time we're gonna uproot it. Last time I just cut it to the bottom thinking it was not gonna grow, but it's growing, so we're gonna try to uproot. And I'm gonna turn the soil here slightly. I have to sort of loosen up the top of the soil a bit so we can at least get some things planted here and established, and we'll see how it goes. But that's probably going to be the biggest job. This raised beds, this one here and the other two that I showed previously, they're mostly I just have to cut off this annual stuff that just grew in here and top it off with raised bed soil. It'll be already ready for planting. Those other two beds there, I'm just gonna put soil, so those are going to be probably the easiest projects. Eventually I'm gonna fix this bed too, but we're gonna start with that one on the side first.
Bury it.
It's a tree trunk in there.
That's what I'm gonna do.
She's gonna come back again like she did it. You wanna try this?
I'm hitting the root. Yeah.
Well, maybe you can cut, yeah, try to cut as much as you can. If you cut a little more and then we bury it, it won't have strength to come back. A lot more work than we thought. Do you think this can be helpful? No. Man, we did a lot of damage. I mean, we can wait for this year and see. Try to bury it. Just going to put the raised bed soil that we bought right on top of this. We have plenty of leaves everywhere here, so we could use that to fill it up too. But I also want to use this leaf for mulch, so I'm not putting down here yet. We'll see. We'll probably put the raised bed soil that we have, keep all this debris underneath here, plant everything, and then I'm gonna mulch it heavily with the leaves to try to keep the seedlings a bit warmer while we're gone. So just gonna go ahead and finish clearing out this bed now. I'm going to start moving the soil now to fill up the raised bed. So this is the organic raised bed soil that we could find here locally. It's the only one. That's what we're using to fill up. I have 2 bags of 2 cubic feet and I'm planning to do 1 bag here, 1 bag there. Easiest way that I find to do this every time putting a raised bed is just throw this bee. It's good. These are good here. Try the whole fill the whole bag in, cut it in half, and then I dump the soil there. I can see this already not gonna be enough soil. Oh my god. But look, this huge bag is only gonna take like a really tiny bit of it. Oh, it's very wet. Smells. That's what it smells. Maybe this is not right. Is it steaming? Maybe the compost is not ready. It's very bad soil, so it should be ready to use. Look at that, how wet it looks. It stinks. It does not smell like finished compost at all. Kellogg's a pretty reputable brand, right?
I have no idea.
I see
I
a
never
bunch
heard of it.
YouTubers using it, so I thought it was. Finished putting the soil here in the raised bed. I've got to tell you, I thought it was going to fill all the way up to the border, but it didn't. So I'm debating now if I should use the 2 other bags that I got for the lower raised beds to put it in here. But since I can't make up my mind, what I'm going to do right now is put the garden soil that we got. I tried my best to take the weeds or I knew was weeds in here, but there are a few things that I want to leave. Like I said, I did find some lupine poking back up. Actually, Danny did it when he was digging. And then we are going to put garden soil around these things, and I'm going to mix it up a bit with the garden here, with the soil here. There's some grass in here that's really hard to take out. Danny's parents put a grass seed here, he was telling me a few years ago, and they let it go to seed and didn't cut back for a couple years, so they kind of spread it everywhere, including the beds here. So when we were digging, the roots are pretty attached there. So I don't know how that's gonna be with the flowers, but I'm gonna try anyway. I will go ahead and put the soil down here now. I bought 4 bags for this side, but I'm gonna try to stretch it with 3 because I want to use the other one in the flower bed that I have in the rocks there. So let's see how it goes, how it looks once I put 3 in there. Okay, it's looking good. I think I can make it with 3. Just gonna mix it around now and see how it looks. It's very windy, hope you guys can hear me, but this is garden soil. And in the bag say they're supposed to mix in with the top 2 to 4 inches of soil. So I did my best to do that. But usually when I put compost, I only top dress it. So I mixed it a little bit with the shovel. And then now I'm going to use this little tool to try to mix a little bit more. This is a lot more work than I anticipated, actually. Here's a closer look at how it looks. It's not perfect, there are clumps here and there, but honestly it's a lot better than it was before, so that should already give us a good head start. Now I'm going to move on to this lower raised bed. I really want to get some of the seedlings in today so I can start watering them and establishing them well before we leave. So I'm gonna bring 1 raised bed bag, fill in here. Maybe I can get away with half because I also have some mushroom compost. Clear this up a little bit and then we're gonna amend these raised beds and get some planting. Today I'm just focusing more and just clearing the beds and putting the compost. I'm not cleaning the debris around, it's just too much. For now, probably do in the next couple days. I just really want to get those seedlings planted. It looks pretty good in this bed. It's actually not too bad. They don't have a lot of space to get filled out. But here's how they look from close by. I just kind of took some of the sticks out. Same with this one. And then tomorrow or the next day we'll clear out the debris and all that. I'm just gonna go grab the soil for this now. start with one bag and see what I can do from there. One bag of raised bed soil and one bag of mushroom compost. I would really like to put another raised bed soil in that big bed over there, so let's see how it looks like before I decide. Alright, so it looks good. I'm actually really happy with that, with the way it's looking. These are, as I've mentioned, a little fuller than the one up there. And that raised bed gets the most amount of sun, so I want to make sure that one is really good. And plus that's in our main area in there. So here it gets a lot of sun now in the winter and spring. In the spring, not winter anymore. Because there's no leaves on the trees now, but it will, there's a big tree right here behind the camera that will shade this for half of the day when the leaves come back. So I will just use some of this mushroom compost from this. I found this for the first time. They're all very wet, so it's a little heavy, but I'm gonna use half of this on each bed just to add some extra nutrients in there. And I have 2 more bags that I'm going to also add in a few other areas of the garden. Look at that, doesn't it look so good? I love the look of a raised bed with a fresh layer of compost. It's looking pretty good. There's a few lumps in there, but it should be alright. I am excited. Can't wait to put some seedlings in there, but before that, I'm gonna go back to that bed, put the other bag in there, and do all the planting at once. Here's a closer look. Still not as full as I wanted, but better than before. So we're gonna do some planting in a minute and water everything down very well. But while I was doing that, I was thinking I want to fertilize this side bed over here too. I'm not gonna put another mushroom compost in here because I already put out that garden soil, but I bought with me some granular fertilizer, so I'm just gonna spread some around and mix it in before I give a really good watering too. Oof, I actually really wish we had a hose hooked up in here, but we don't. So that's what I'm doing for now. I'm tired. I'm not gonna plant anything on that side. I just wanted to water the fertilizer in. I'm still gonna grab some water from the lake to water the seedlings in the raised beds. We will actually start with the raised beds down there because I want to see how many snapdragons I can fit in there. I'm planning to plant them fairly close, maybe 4 inches apart. And if I have any leftovers, I'll put in the raised bed up here too. I will actually start with this bed here first. Woo! Let's see how many we can fit in there. Was all the Madame Butterfly Cherry Bronze Snapdragons, and I just noticed, I can see here that my camera battery is ending. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a break and charge the camera for about 30 minutes, charge the battery for about 30 minutes, and I'll come back here and plant the rest. I will water these guys in since I started planting them, but then I'm gonna move on and keep going with everything else when I come back. I honestly have no idea what time is it right now, but the sun is getting lower and it's still feeling a little warm, so I don't want to get, oops, No, never mind. I was gonna say I didn't want to get lots of the water in the leaves, but this watering can here is not the best for that. We will do what we can. Hopefully the leaves are going to be okay. They will get hit by the water, unfortunately. And these guys are a bit dehydrated. They've been sitting out in the sun this whole time, and the cells are pretty small. I did water them last night, but I can see that some of them are looking a little sad. So I might even do another round of watering when I plant the second batch. Hopefully they will be okay. I'll get this camera charged up and I'll be right back. I'll leave these guys in the shade meanwhile so they don't dehydrate even more. Okay, I'm back. Camera is charged and I'm going to plant the rest of these seedlings. Maybe I have to adjust the angle a bit. So this is going to be the second variety. This is Chantilly Bronze. Just this Chantilly Bronze, yes. The other one is Madame Butterfly Bronze Cherry. So that's the 72 tray, and it looks like it's gonna get this whole bed planted, which is really good. I'm going to do the ranunculus now. Oops, so much easier to work here than it was there, kind of in slope. Okay, ranunculus for, let's see, I have 5 of them here. Okay, so a little bit harder. Perfect. I have no idea what color this ranunculus is because it's a mix. So we'll see from which mix these ones came from. They're left over from my gardening back home. Oh, this guy is a little root bound. Oops. Try to take it out, loosen up a bit. Alright, not too bad. Hopefully they will make it as fine. Same with this guy. Okay, ranunculus is done. Now to decide what color snapdragons I'm gonna put here. There is an orange one. Those two are gonna be bronze orange color and pink. So maybe I'll do the Costa series here. Might look nice with the colorful Iceland poppies. Put some of them. Costa mix. I'll make the holes first. Oh, it's so close. There's a couple that I can clearly tell that they are dark, those two. Kind of want to put them together. Maybe the first ones here on the side. Oh, the breeze feels so good. I have a lot left over for the other beds, but this job that I'm doing today, because the sun is also almost out now. Just going to give this a really good watering, and maybe I'll cover them. I didn't want to because I was lazy, but I'll feel really guilty if I come here tomorrow and they're all gone and nibbled. So I'll go get the hoops. Actually, Danny, can you get the hoops for me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It is actually going to be quite warm tonight. I'm just putting these hoops on them and covering to protect it from the wildlife. So I'll put 2 in here and 3 in here, and a frost cloth over it. Yeah, maybe actually I should put these guys right on the edge of the bed. Okay, maybe I'll put one more there if I have an extra. Let's see. And one more, so I'll put one in the middle here too. Cool. get the fresh cloth, and we're done. Well, almost done anyway. Done for today. Done for today. We're going to keep working on this tomorrow. But got the fresh cloth here, and we're gonna go over them. Keep them nice and cozy and protected. I'm going to secure them with garden staples. I have a bunch. Got this. All of this is from my New York garden. I removed the hoops from there, washed the frost cloths that I had there, and brought it over here. They're going to be a bit bigger, especially that one, but I'm going to leave as is today. Tomorrow, I'll tidy everything up. If not, I'll do some staples. Alright guys, that will be it for today. This is just a temporary structure in there, and I'm just giving some nuts and moving things around because I'm very tired. But I will keep posting updates here. I'll come tomorrow and make a part 2 of this video. Planting the other raised beds and do some more planting seed sowing all over the other parts of the garden. So thank you so much for watching today. If you have any questions about anything, please leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time.